Hello again. I made a promise to myself and to you. I'm going to help you get out of this disgusting rut. I know you've seen so many videos on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok about self-development and motivation, and you're drowning in this mess of information. Dude, I've watched these videos too, but the majority of them are nothing but bullshit. Why? Because the purpose of most of them is to take advantage of you who are looking for a way out. Unlike them, I am not promising you that you will definitely get rich, which is impossible. The purpose of me starting this channel is to help you change your mindset, your habits, so that you can become the most productive version of yourself, 100% of yourself. If you are ready, let's start this long journey. The money in the pockets of the 80 richest people in the world is equal to the money in the pockets of half of the world's population. In other words, 80 people have the same amount of money as 4 billion people. How pathetic is that, isn't it? While you are thinking about how you are going to pay off your credit card debts, 4 billion people have the same money as these 80 people. The other thing is that only 11 of these 80 people inherited this money. The other 69 people got this kind of power from scratch. Some people have become incredibly rich, while others continue to struggle to make ends meet. Why does this happen? You are hungry, you see people fishing by the river. Do you go and ask them for fish? Or do you go and ask them, will you teach me how to fish? This video is for people who say, I don't want fish, I want to learn how to fish. They can keep watching. There are many sources that have researched and studied the habits and behaviors of people who become rich and people who become poor. I have read, researched, compiled, and collected most of them in the world, and I will share them with you in this video. I will talk about a rich person who knows how to strengthen his character while earning money, who knows how to improve himself, who knows how to improve his quality, who knows how to live. When I say poor, I will talk about a person who has doomed himself to failure, who continues to stay small because he thinks small, who accepts his conditions, who gives up. In other words, we will be comparing those who are on the rise and those who are on the fall in every dynamic of life. Don't worry, my friend. If you play the game according to the rules, you will avoid being a poor person. Focus on opportunities, not obstacles. Once upon a time, a shoemaker went on an adventure far away. He traveled, he had fun, he loved it, but he needed to make money, and the only thing he knew how to do was to make shoes. But there was a problem. Nobody wore shoes in that country. Realizing that he couldn't make a living, he gave up and returned. Back home, he told a colleague about this incident. His colleague's eyes widened and he said, "This is the greatest opportunity I've ever heard of. Think about it. We can sell shoes to the whole country from scratch." Everything depends on our perspective, friends. The rich are very good at seeing the glass half full. Every crisis, every problem, every recession, every downturn gives birth to the rich of its time. The rich learn what they need to learn, do what they need to do, finish what they need to finish, fire who they need to fire, sleep when they need to sleep. They set aside time and cash for their future. Poor people, on the other hand, their minds skip over very critical details. They don't take them seriously. They focus on instant pleasures. They don't want to deal too much with serious issues and avoid facing them. They watch too much television. They play too many games, and, very tragicomically, they are curious about the lives of the rich. It is much easier to avoid problems than to face them. 85% of the world's millionaires' money is their own earnings, not inheritance. If you know that falling down is an opportunity to get up, absence is an opportunity to have, lack is an opportunity to be complete, you take the pen in your hand and write your own story. You know the famous question, is geography destiny? My answer to this question was always the same and very clear. Yes, of course it is destiny to be born in a geography, but it is absolutely in your hands to stay there. For example, Warren Buffett reads 500 pages a day. Bill Gates reads a book every week. He finishes 50 books a year. Elon Musk, the person who owns the most amazing companies, where does he learn how to build rockets? He says he learned in a library by reading textbooks about rockets for months. Those who succeed are always learning, friends. They know that they are always students. They are always open to improvement. Losers think they already know everything. You are the average of 5 people you spend time with. Successful people know that their social environment leads them to success. In contrast, people who accept failure as fate prefer to stay in their comfort zone instead of improving themselves. They choose to hang out with people who will waste their time, and so they are not selective about their circle of friends. They make friends with whomever they come across. Successful individuals come together with people who enrich them in all areas of life. This kind of environment motivates, inspires, and contributes to their development. In contrast, people at peace with failure surround themselves with people who are just like them. Rich people expect to be rewarded in every area where they create value. Poor people expect to be paid according to the time they spend. Rich people demand compensation for solving a problem based on the size of the solution, while poor people focus on the time it took to create that solution. Rich people focus on outcomes, and poor people focus on inputs. Rich people try to produce big solutions, while poor people aim to get value for their time. A normal person's view of the economy is usually limited to taking their salary and trying to make ends meet. For most of us, owning a house once in a lifetime is a big dream, and we pay for it with loans for years. This is how a large segment of society lives. However, people who have become wealthy have much clearer and more effective monthly and annual financial goals. They focus not just on making money, but on making the money they make money. The biggest income comes from money that actually works for you. They are well-versed and experienced in passive income, trading, and investing their earnings. Perhaps surprisingly, the rich are not interested in interest. They have much more diverse and profitable alternatives to invest their money. They strive to enrich themselves in all areas of life, always researching and setting goals on how to earn and how to use what they earn more efficiently. I hope this video has inspired you, my friends, to enrich, grow, and empower yourself in all areas of life. You will no longer be a loser, but a winner.